those handle things. It's so hard to hold the camera steady. Good morning. My name is Christy, if you're new here, and if you're not new here, and by not new here, I mean you've watched the one and only video that I've posted before this, thank you for coming back. It is a absolutely stunningly beautiful fall morning here in Florida, and today's video is going to be, it's going to be a cleaning video, organizing, essentially it's unpacking. Today what you're about to see is the consequences of my own actions. We have, and I don't know exactly how big it is, I believe it's like 20 by 24. It is an addition that was done onto our originally built 1950 Ranch Rambler, but I believe the addition was done in the very early 80s. Outside entry door, I'm standing like in our breezeway in between the garage door and the back kitchen door. So there's an exterior door, and then there's you'll see when we get inside, there's also a door that leads into our attached garage. So what happened, so what had happened was when we moved in, we didn't need to utilize that space immediately, and we didn't. It's so hard. Where do I look? What do I do with my hands? We didn't need to utilize that space immediately. So as with all things where you just have extra space that you don't need to live in, what happens? It is a catch-all. So the plan for now, until we decide what the space will eventually become, is that my husband is going to set it up as his home office / man cave. A little bit, let's go do a tour. Okay, so this door obviously is exterior, and it currently has a pretty new, just a window unit, whatever you want to call it. It is, I mean, it's a larger space, but at some point previously, there was definitely ductwork, and the old ductwork exists like up on that side of the garage. So I think what they did was, when it was originally added on, they attached it to the main HVAC system. And then I believe that when the HVAC was completely replaced about 6 years ago, they just disconnected it, because at that time, I guess maybe it wasn't being utilized. So that is why it's just a little bit like, it's stuffy in here. It's been sitting, obviously closed up. It's been summertime here in Florida, so we haven't had a reason to run the air conditioning out here, and why run it if nobody's using it? This is just, I mean, a lot of these boxes, like back here, this is all stuff that was previously in his office, at our, house that we sold before we moved here. There's also some items in here that just like don't need to be. My Christmas tree is over here. There's just random stuff that doesn't need to be in here. It needs a good scrubbing. And then I also want to do a deep clean on this bathroom. Don't mind, there's a dead bug. So this Dr. Woods Castile soap that I'm using is one of my all-time favorite products around the house. I use it like you're seeing me do here with the walls, the baseboards, just a general deep clean where you're scrubbing down things, furniture. It's safe on all my surfaces. The peppermint that I'm using today is probably my first favorite scent. I never ever go back and rinse this. I've never had any issue leaving it. The scent that it leaves behind smells delicious, and I also love the tea tree oil version. I'm using the peppermint out here because it is a natural pest deterrent. Ooh, those baseboards hadn't been loved on in just a hot minute. one fun fact about me is that I am absolutely terrified of snakes. Now, since moving to Florida, I have yet to find a snake in our yard, much less in our neighborhood. But in my mind, I was just sure that there was going to be one hiding in these cabinets since no one had been out here for so many months. And I was just using the vacuum wand to double check. I was actually really shocked at how not dirty things were. There was just some dust. There was a few leftover cobwebs, but all in all, for this being just shut up for 6 months and not really any activity out here whatsoever, the baseboards, I would say, were the worst. They were pretty bad. But overall, everything just needed a good wipe down. Even the windows weren't too bad. So this is a clip that I slowed down just purely for y'all's enjoyment so that you could watch me absolutely struggle with the fact that I can't figure out why I can't reach the crack in the fireplace mantle with my crevice tool. It never dawns on me that I don't need more attachment pieces. It's that the hose is too freaking short and I'm going to have to raise the vacuum up. So after I struggle with this for more than just a hot minute, I decide to have a tantrum, and then I also realize I'm probably hangry. But I don't want to stop in the middle of this to go eat, so dance break it is. And I'm not really sure what a karma chameleon is, but loving probably would be a lot easier if your colors were like my dreams. So, moving on. Okay, so I have gotten, this corner is completely, like the walls are wiped down, the baseboards, the floor. I did all that before I moved all that over there. So there is my Christmas tree, like 3 boxes of ornaments, wrapping paper, look at this little miniature Christmas tree that I have tried to throw away probably 4 times, and every time my husband catches me. I don't know. It's his. He had it since time and creation, whatever. He can put it out here in his little man cave this year. Sorry, you guys. Whoa. So I have put the stuff that's like that's like keep, but needs a home, needs a place to live, over there for now. And then these 3 boxes are like a half to like a third each full, still books. I'm not unpacking them all. previously, I'm trying to remember the setup that he had previously. It was like 2 completely full-size bookshelves and like a half bookshelf, but they were crammed full. So like every time I needed to go in there and dust, it was like a whole freaking production. So he's not gonna probably miss, I mean, they're all not hardback books, so it's fine. I'll leave those, like, I might end up condensing them down into one of these. I got these heavy duty totes when we got ready to move, and they were really good. They held up really well, and I had some of them packed full of nothing but books, so I bet they were easily almost 100 pounds each. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another empty one over there, the tote that has all of the moving blankets and stuff in it. Those are empty, so that will come in handy. I'll be able to use those out in the garage for things that I want to store out there, but I want to keep them like covered. And then what else? So I've almost got this whole area back here cleared out of everything that's like totes, boxes, stuff that needs to be unpacked. There's a few little, I still don't know how to turn this around. There's a few little boxes of like really small knickknacks and stuff like that this turned out to be cool because like I haven't even, well, I have our blow up air mattress in there, but these are still relatively empty. So I still have like a lot more space in here that I can put stuff that either I don't want it to be in the storage, or just stuff that like maybe we might use once or twice a year or something. I've pretty much got this all filled up. So hopefully that'll be enough like Chachi out to keep him like satisfied. I feel like there is still, because I'm the one who did most of the packing prior to the move, and I feel like there is still somewhere potentially one box of stuff that did come out of his office, because I know there's like some glassware and stuff, but I don't know. I might run across it in the garage. It might have gotten put in the wrong pile when like all of our pods got unloaded. So there might be one more box of stuff that I come across next week or the week after when I'm doing the garage, and I can always just bring it in here and unload it then, because there's still this whole entire bookshelf over here that's open and free. My plan, I'm trying to get motivated, you guys, to like keep on going for the day, but it's a little after 1 o'clock. I kind of want to stop for today and go inside, take a shower, put some chicken in the crock pot. I need to think. I don't know for sure what I want to do yet. I'm going to stop for the day, because the more I look around, the stuff that is in here that can leave is to keep, but it needs to live in the garage. And I have an entire pile of things in the garage that we had it was like the Treaty of Versailles arguing over what to keep. And I said, okay, fine, you can keep, but it's not staying inside the house. Like I am not dedicating, because prior there was an entire full basement and there was so much storage area. And so I just, you know, you give them an inch and they're skating. So I put my foot down and said, no, these are things that absolutely, they're literally just keepsakes. And I whittled through and got rid of a lot of stuff when no one was looking. But there's so much stuff and it's just in totes. It's not staying in here. So I think what I will do is tomorrow, we will trade vehicles, and I will go first thing in the morning. There's a storage place literally less than a mile from here. I will do the whole thing, get the storage unit, and I will have to clean out that whole middle of the garage and get all that out of the way. The stuff that when I packed it prior to the move, I was like very organized about it, and I packed things that were just going to storage. And no, please don't come down in the comments and be like, why are you paying for a storage unit just to store stuff that you don't even want ever again I don't care. It's not my storage stuff. It ain't my money. So if he wants to pay every month for a storage unit for stuff from kindergarten, knock yourself out. Nobody take that the wrong way. Yes, I know it makes no logical sense, but you pick your battles. That's what I've learned at this stage in my life. I'm 41 now, and I've learned that if you're going to make things work, sometimes you pick your battles. That's not a hill that I'm going to die on. However, it's not staying in my house taking up space. So I will get the storage unit in the morning. I will, get all of that stuff in the garage that like literally is not going to live here at all. And I'll get it out, and then I'll have room to get all this stuff out of here that can live in the garage. And then that will give me like that'll free up all this space. And then I can start in from that side of the fireplace and go around and finish cleaning and organizing and all that stuff. So that'll make my life a lot easier. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to quit for today. I'm going to go in, I'm going to take a shower, put some chicken in the crock pot. I should probably make this like a multi-part video because it's going to end up being long. So we'll regroup. We'll start again tomorrow. Tomorrow at dawn, we ride.